This hair is a hot ass mess. Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. So today I'm going to show you how I got this fun purple eye look. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so it's really fun doing this look. So if you guys want to learn how to get this look, then just keep watching. Excuse my voice. Yesterday I woke up with my voice, my throat hurting. And today it only got worse, and today I feel even more sick. So I look like shit. Um, yeah, I didn't want to do my hair. Like, I tried recording this video yesterday like 4 times. It was terrible. I erased everything, and then I'm restarting today. So hopefully it's a little bit better. So today I want to use their Norvina palette by Anastasia, which is this purple palette, but yesterday it was just so hard to do a complete look with just this palette because none of the matte shades really go together besides these. And this one in particular was horrible. This color right here at the end, it was horrible. Like, it was blotchy, it didn't move, it just stood there. So I tried so many looks, it wasn't like the colors weren't going well together. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, let me try today. I feel like crap today. Like, my throat hurts, my nose is stuffy, my back hurts, I have cramps that time of the month. Like, it's just horrible. And today's like dark and gloomy, and it's raining, so it's like not helping the mood. But whatever. Let's get started. It's gonna go in with the shade Love with the big fluffy brush. I feel like this palette is really hard to do a complete look because it doesn't have a lot of neutral matte shades, and they don't have any purple matte shades either, which I find is so weird. Like, when you see this palette, you automatically think it's gonna be full with purple colors, right? There's literally 3 purple colors in here. Like, that's it. Like, that's so sad because like purple is my favorite color. So when I got this, like, I was excited, you know? But then when I started to try to brainstorm on what look to come up with, it just was a disaster. Like, I couldn't come up with a complete look. I mean, the shimmer shades in this palette are beautiful. Like, this whole row is gorgeous. And like these shades are not bad right here. It's just really the shade that sucked. And the matte shade range to me could be better. Okay, so for my BH Colorful palette, I'm going to take like this vibrant purple shade with a small blending brush like this, and I'm going to go right under that shade. If any of you guys have a recommendation on colorful palettes, let me know. I've been looking for like a good not all matte, but like a good vibrant color palette. Like, I got the Violet Voss one, which is right here, which is really pretty as well, which I want to do a look on, but they don't have like a matte purple or anything like that. It's more like pinks, oranges, and blues and yellows, which is still gorgeous, but I want something more like this. This is just such an old palette. This is my first palette I ever bought, like ever. And I bought it on Amazon, which is so funny. But I'm also bringing the shade in the outer corner. But yeah, so I'm looking for a good colorful palette. Anybody has recommendations, let me know. Okay, then I'm gonna go back in with this Love shade with that same fluffy brush, and then just go back and lightly blend those 2 colors together. I want everything to blend, so I always go back in after every shade that I put down, and I try to blend out the transition shade. You don't have to add more color, but I'm just doing it right now because I feel like I lost some of that pink shade. But I like to go back with my fluffy brush, even if there's nothing on it, and just blend my transition shade. Okay, so then with this like deeper plum violet shade, I'm gonna take the same brush, the small little brush, and put that in the outer V. start slowly. I'm making patting motions first just to kind of get that color down. Guys, I can't even believe it's already fall. Well, technically fall's next week, but I feel like once it's September 1st, like it's fall for me, you know? Like I'm ready for the fall activities and all that good stuff. Like I really love summer. That's my favorite season. But I'm not mad when it's fall because I do love fall. But like fall lasts for like a week, I swear. It goes from really hot to cool down for like a couple weeks and then it goes to freaking winter. It's so depressing. Don't mind this messy hair too. Like I don't even know what this is. It's supposed to be a ponytail, but girl, I look crazy. But I don't got time to be doing my hair. I hate doing my hair. That's like the one thing I hate doing. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with that same purple, that deep purple, but I'm gonna take this smaller brush because it's a little bit more dense and I want that color to be a little bit more vibrant. So I'm gonna add that right here. Okay, so I want a black, so I'm just gonna use this black in the Violet Voss palette with the small brush. Ooh, this mirror is good. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of black in the outer V. Like super tiny, just in the outer V. Okay, so now after that black, I'm going to take concealer and just cut the lid. Okay, so with this color called Soul, I'm going to take this small blending brush, make sure there's no other eyeshadow on there, and where the concealer and the darkness meet, I'm going to put that right in the middle, just for like a pop of different color. Right there where we meet. And that's it. Okay, so I like what that did. So I'm gonna spray my brush and then I'm gonna take this like celestial color. It's like a violet purple shimmery shade. And you don't need to wet it because they're very pigmented without wetting them, but okay, so I'm gonna do a little, like something a little bit different. I'm not gonna put it all over the lid. I'm gonna put it right here, like almost a highlight in the center and right here on top. Like I'm almost gonna line that section. I'm actually gonna take that pink color and put it right at the inner corner. And then to highlight my brow bone, I'm gonna take Dreamer, which is this beautiful champagne color. And I am going to clean up the brow bone. Okay, so I'm gonna add lashes and I'm going to be right back. Okay, so I added my lashes and my primer. So what I'm gonna do now is apply the No Filter foundation by ColourPop. Yesterday in the video that I made, I used it for the first time ever. And the consistency is very liquidy. It's like runny, it's not thick. This foundation is definitely medium to full coverage. So it's very buildable. And I actually like the foundation. It looked really nice on. Before I took it off, it didn't look any different than when I applied it. I only had it on for maybe like 4 hours, but still, like, it looked very good. Um, so yeah, I really like this foundation. Okay, I'm also gonna apply the No Filter concealer. I got this concealer when it first came out, and so it wasn't my favorite concealer because it would crease like very easily and things like that. Like the coverage is pretty good. It's like medium coverage. I don't really think it's full coverage, but it's a nice concealer, like an everyday concealer in my opinion, especially for $6. But yesterday, once I set it with the setting powder from ColourPop as well, I feel like it didn't crease like it normally does. Like I feel like when I applied this concealer without that powder, like it would crease immediately. Didn't matter like what powder I put with it, but I find with this powder, like it works really well with. So, like I said, this concealer is not full coverage. It does nice brightening up the under eye. I like to add a little bit more here because my dark circles are really bad. Okay, so I also got their ColourPop No Filter setting powder, sorry, in the shade Banana. I believe they have 3 shades. They have like a lighter shade, this banana shade, which is for medium skin tones, and then a deeper powder for deeper skin tones, which I actually like this powder. Like it does really well with blending. I'm sorry, with blending, with keeping everything in place and not moving, and it brightens it up as well. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit on my face for a little bit and come right back. And something new I've been doing is actually applying a setting spray right after I apply powder, just so it melts in the skin, and then once it dries I add everything else on top of it, and then I will add it again at the end. Just because I really don't want my skin to look powdery at all. Like, I don't want it to look cakey, and I hate that look, me personally. So like I want my skin to look as much as skin as possible, even though I have so much makeup on. One thing I do notice though about this foundation, I noticed it yesterday, it kind of like cakes up around the nose area. Like you have to kind of pat it down because if not, it's gonna look cakey in that area. So for blush, I'm going to use the NYX Ombre Blush in Mauve. I love mauve colors for blushes, so pretty. And these NYX blushes are really good. Like they're not super pigmented when you first apply them, which I like because I do not like a blush that is like really pink or just really pigmented at first when you apply them, because then you can apply too much and end up looking like a clown. Okay, so back to the eyes. I'm going to take this dark plum shade and I'm going to apply that to my lower lash line. Then I'm going to smoke it out with that pink shade in Love. You know what sucks? Like right after this, I'm going to have to take off all this makeup off. Like, I love doing all these cute looks, but then when I have nowhere to go, like, it's kind of a waste. But I have so much makeup that it's like, I shouldn't complain. Okay, so for highlight, I'm going to take this Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Beige. Oh my god, this used to be my favorite highlight. This is actually my first highlight I've ever bought. I'm using a lot of first things that I've ever bought, which is funny. I like these shimmer bricks because they give you like a sheen. They're not like a super, like, you know, beaming highlight, which sometimes I like. It's good for this look especially because it's so like there's so much on the eyes that I don't want to overpower with the highlight as well. Trust me, I love a good highlight, but this just gives you like a healthy glow to your skin. So it's really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna take 20 by Kylie Cosmetics, the lip liner. That's the shade name, 20. I'm gonna lightly like fill it in. I kind of want the lip to be very like nude pink, like a milky pink. So I'm gonna add this NARS, what is this called? Turkish Delight lip gloss. Like, I don't want anything too pigmented on the lips because the eyes are really dramatic. So I'm just gonna add this gloss. Okay, so now I'm gonna spray my face once again. So this is the finished look. I absolutely love how this came out. And I'm so happy because it only took me about 10 tries. Like, in the middle of doing this look, I was like, this is it. Like, I don't like this either. Like, I'm done. I just suck at makeup and I'm over it. You kind of like sometimes get in that mood, but like don't give up. Like just keep going. It will get better. And just makeup, you could just take it off and redo it, even if it is your 100th time. Don't give up. So I hope you guys love this look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.